Perry McMahon with UKFightsite.com. Down here at London Fight Factory with Stelios. Stelios, thanks for having us down, mate.
Yeah, man, anytime. You're always welcome here.
There's a lot to go over. It's been going on the last week or so, I think.
About a week and a half, maybe.
You got your big fight coming up at Probellum. Originally, I just saw it as this is a good fight. I was into it. I didn't think there was a backstory. Then social media just started coming out of nowhere. With Aaron Gray from Team Titan. On your part, was there history before this, or?
To be honest, I'm as surprised as you are when it first started, and certain things have been said, like he's saying that we're talking a lot and whatever, and the thing is, he's the one that started talking, and I was so surprised. Like, I had to block him initially from Instagram because he was annoying me so much. He was like, he kept on tagging me every minute, and my phone was pinging, and you know, I'm not really like sitting there to be on my phone all the time. I want to train, I've got stuff to do, you know, working, baby, whatever, you know. So I was a bit surprised as well. And just to go back a bit further, I was actually surprised with the matchup. Because it was, I remember it was 21st of September, and it was a day before I went for a little holiday in Cyprus. And my manager, mine, from ATM, he called me and he said, "Oh, Stel, I've got a fight for you." He gave me the date, November 16th. Etc, you know, all of the other stuff, and he's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Okay, who's the guy?" And he's like, "Oh, it's the guy from Titan." And I was like, initially I was like, "Who? Titan?" And I was quite surprised, you know. And he said, "Yeah, his name's Aaron Gray." And I'm like, "Okay, I know who he is, but I didn't really know him as a friend or anything. I know a few of his good friends. I know them from the gym and stuff, and we never used to train together. I don't know what he's talking about I tried to knock him out and he was a beginner, because I think he used to train mostly nights, whereas I was training mostly mornings with fighters. So I'd hardly ever bump into him, let's say, you know. So I was smarting, but I was quite surprised. I'm thinking, like, really, like, time would, you know, they will give me time and whatever. And he said, "Yeah, I spoke to the promoter, Chris Zorba, I think the promoter's name is, and he said they accepted the fight already." And as soon as Martin said that, I'm like, "Oh, really?" You know, I was very surprised, and I'm thinking, like, okay, if they've accepted the fight, I'm taking the fight then. You know, I felt a bit disrespected because that's my old team, you know. I wasn't there for 1 month, I wasn't there for 1 week, I wasn't there for 1 year, I was there for 3 years, you know. Some of the guys there, I've got them like very highly still, you know what I mean? So I was very surprised with this, you know, with the matchup and everything.
And I mean, you didn't leave there on bad terms or anything like that, or?
To be honest, it was a bit of a weird way I left, and certain things that happened, like I was a bit annoyed at certain things that happened. I saw in the past, and what it was, I put a post up on Facebook saying, like, you know, why I wasn't happy and whatever, and I think it was taken out of context as well, quite a bit. And there was a whole big argument with me, and I don't want to say a lot of names with me and Brad Pickett on social media, but I think he took it a bit out of context, you know. And that's in the past though. Like, I've seen Brad, we've talked, you know, he's helped me get matched up on was it like Celtic Gladiator? You know, nothing, it's all in the past. You know, whenever I see him, it's hello, how are you, whatever. So I don't know, all of a sudden this is a bit of a shock to me, you know.
And Jeremy does some work over there, right? With
that's also, sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, Jeremy, he goes and spars sometimes with some of the fighters and stuff, so even that was a bit surprising. I'm thinking, like, okay, my coach is actually going there a bit and getting some sparring and whatnot, and I was a bit like, man, what's going on? And from when the fight got confirmed, Jeremy told me that actually he and Mickey like had a talk, and they said, "Oh, you know what? Let's not do this again. You train here, it's not right," and you know, all of that. Even though, like, forget that I've been a fighter there, just the fact that Jeremy trains there and Mickey's there and stuff, they're like, "Oh man, we shouldn't really have our fighters fighting each other," you know. At the end of the day, I'm a professional, and I'll fight almost everyone they'll give me, you know. Unless they're bums.
Well, that's what I said to Aaron, because I mean, he kind of thought that maybe he was cherry-picked for this fight.
He wasn't. The only reason I accepted the fight, like I repeated earlier, was because they said that they accepted the fight first, and I wasn't going to take the fight. Why would I take a fight against someone from the gym I used to be at, even if I don't know him well? I know Mickey really well, you know. I know a lot of people there, like Bowler, Mike Kindeo, a lot of guys, you know, and I still regard them very highly. So I was very surprised, and that when Martin said, like, "Oh yeah, they've accepted the fight already," so like something inside of me clicked, and I'm like, okay, if it's going to be that way, I'm going to take the fight then, you know.
Before all the talk started,
yeah,
what did you think of him as an opponent? I know you said you felt a bit disrespected that they would accept the fight, but I know your stance is kind of you don't want these walkover fights, you want a decent opponent. So, I mean, have you seen much of him in the past?
I've seen a few of his fights. To be honest, I think he's quite a good fighter. You know, he's not a bad fighter. He's southpaw. He's very long. A few things I've noticed: he's not got a lot of ground and pound. He's not got a lot of takedowns, but he's half decent. You know, so I think though that he's still building up, and I think I'm a bit of a level above him. So I don't know. You know, I think I'm just a bit too good for him right now. Not that he's not good. Yeah. Decent little fighter, you know.
When all this has kicked off, have you taken it personal, or some of the stuff that's been said online and in the interviews, or?
Man, to be honest, I think there's something behind this, you know?
Yeah.
There's some underlying thing going on, because I think he's kind of been like a puppet.
Okay.
I think not all of his words are his. A lot of the things he's heard, and he's repeating them, and a lot of the things he's been told to say. Yeah. So I don't know about it, you know, it's a weird situation, you know.
What do you think of the matchup though? How do you think you match up with him? Obviously, I know your mindset, you're going to go in there for the win, but how do you see the fight going? Where do you see you guys match up?
Man, to be honest, he said that he's a bad matchup for me. I think it's actually the opposite, man. I think I'm a very bad matchup for him, and I'm just going to get there and go there and prove it, you know.
Probellum, it's streaming live on IFL. It's the second show back. How did you hook up with the guys? Did this all come through Martin and ATM?
Yeah, and I think the connection was there from before when Danny was helping them at some point with, because I think it's part of MTK.
Yeah.
So when it was MTK MMA before, Danny, one of our other managers, he was helping them with matchmaking, and I think they had a bit of a connection, like trying to give matchups and whatnot. So yeah. But apart from that, let me just say something else, because he said a few things that I disagree highly, you know.
Okay.
And I think he's saying a lot of nonsense. Like what comes out is nothing like diarrhea, you know. Because he said certain things about me that I always try and pick the easiest opponents in the gym, and I don't train hard and all of that. Man, that is the biggest lie you'd ever hear, you know. He's lying so much, it's crazy, you know. I think he's not even believing it himself, and he's laughing after everything he's saying. So it kind of shows me that, you know, like, what is this guy doing? You know, he's just playing games, and he's trying to make me look like the bully in the gym. And
that's what I wanted to ask you about. It was, where did he get this from? You know, he was trying to knock people out in the gym.
Man, I had no idea. I barely ever trained with him. If I did, he said I've tried to spar him and I tried to knock him out, but I can't even remember sparring him, if I'm being honest. And like I said, the only time I was training nights at Titan was when the first 6-7 months I was there, before he was even there, because I needed to prove myself before I went down to train in the mornings with the pro fighters. And some of the first pro sessions I've done and sparring and whatever was against like guys like Ashley Grimshaw, Jake Bostwick, Jack Todolowski, I think, if I'm saying the surname correctly, I'm not sure. And these are all guys like that are serious fighters, and they'll mess me around, you know, because they were much higher level than what I was, you know.
So there's, in your past, especially at Team Titan, there's never been that issue with you being, you know, as you said, like a gym bully or having
nothing
issues?
like that. You can ask everyone you know from Titan that I used to train with. And to be fair, like half of Titan that I used to train with, they're messaging me now saying like how big of a disrespect it is of Aaron acting this way, and they're saying to me, please, like, just try and smash him up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I read some of the comments. I assume that guys that train at Team Titan or have trained there in the past.
Yeah.
And you know, they was also saying, "Oh, you're fighting Stelios."
Yeah.
You know, he's no walk in the park, or you know. So obviously, you don't really have that major issue with the guys over there, do you?
Not really, but you know what I think as well, because of the way I left and there was a little argument and whatnot, and I think some of the guys, like, they probably don't like me because of it. But man, I've got no problem with anyone, to be honest. Like, for me, it's all in the past. I'm here. I've been here for 3 years nearly now in LFS. So I'm happy, you know, and I've won most of my fights since I've been here. I won about 4 fights straight since I've been here, and then I lost a couple, you know. So yeah, I had some, like, I think with my pro it was like 1 loss, 1 win, and then 1 loss. And with that as well, like him saying like, all of this stuff about fighting someone who's doing his debut when they accepted the fight first. Look at my fights. So my first pro fight, I fought against Berger. Berger is ranked in Europe. He was 4-1 as an amateur, all finishes. As a pro, he was 2-0 at the time, finishes again. And I fought him. I got caught. That was it. Second fight. My opponent had 9 pro fights in my second pro fight. 5 wins, 4 losses. He fought everyone. Why am I forgetting his name now?
Your last fight? Or?
Yeah, no, the fight before that in November. The guy just fought Radoslav. He just fought Harry. Yeah, so he's fought a who's who. Yeah, he's got a mixed record. He's ground game, he's very good, and he's a tough customer, you know. So I don't know what this kid is going on about. Even my last fight, Craig, 6 fights as a pro. You know, I had 2 fights as a pro, and he's a very well-rounded guy. And even though those 2 fights that I lost, I was winning both fights up to the point that I got caught off. In the case with Craig, through like a spinning elbow, and I got caught. It was a bit silly, you know, but just I think a bit immaturity in the pro level and just learning along the way, you know.
Once this fight, I asked Aaron the same question. Once this fight's over, do you think you could? Is it going to be respect? Do you think you could leave it out there, or has the line been crossed now?
I think, to be honest, I think the line's been crossed already, you know, because of certain things he said and certain things that I think are hidden, that, you know, certain things that I think he's been told and whatnot, and someone's hiding behind him and telling him what to say, and plus certain things that he's done, like he said, like I've started the talking and he doesn't like talking, and he's put other guys in his mouth like Jay and ATM, and he's acting like ATM. I don't know what ATM is, and he's on Instagram cussing them off, you know, and he's saying, I don't know what management is from and all of this stuff. But when at the time he's the one that's been posting way before I posted anything, he started posting and chatting all this madness, you know, and then I posted a couple of things just to get back at him, you know, but I'm not taking him seriously, you know. I'm not even checking most of his stuff that he's posting, to be honest. I'm just laughing it off, you know, and I'm doing it for a laugh as well now. Okay, we're promoting the fight then, you know. I'm doing it for a laugh now. But he's crossed a few lines, and he's even like commenting on my posts when I've not even done that, and he's saying that I'm talking and we're talking and all of this. I don't know, man. I don't know. You can even see, you can go on Instagram and see his post started before mine. He's commenting on my posts. He's like, and he mentioned that I mentioned homosexuality. The only reason I mentioned that, I mean, it's alright to nowadays it's alright to be what you want to be, you know. Yeah. But the way he's come across, like he's watching my every single Instagram story, he's commenting on every single one of my posts, he's posting about me every single day. And it makes me feel like, man, what's wrong with this guy, man? He's like, he's stalking me. He's like, you know, is he in love with me or something? You know, I'm not, yeah, obviously, yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's like he's obsessed with me, man. And that's why I said that, you know.
Is there any final message to Aaron or any of the guys over at Team Fan?
Man, I don't want to say too many names and a lot of stuff, but I've still got a lot of people that I've got a good connection with at that team, and something's happened recently, and I want to say it because I think my management team's been attacked, and I think that from what I've heard from someone inside the gym that something's happened with certain team members, that they've gone and told the head coach there. I mean, everyone knows who the head coach there is, but I'm not saying names. That another coach there was pushing them too hard, and then there was a big division happen, and now Tyne's not really like as big as it was, let's say, a couple of months ago, you know. Like a lot of fighters have left, and there's a new team as well, like a new really good team around now. And also let me add, like he was saying that I'm underestimating him. I'm not underestimating him. Like I said, a decent little fighter. I think he's underestimating me, but I think he's underestimating me. But at the same time, he knows how good I am because he's contradicted himself. He's calling me a bum and all of this stuff and how shit I am and whatever. And then yesterday he's changed it a bit. He said, Stelios is average. Next minute, if I beat him, he's going to be, Stelios is a good fighter. He's more experienced than me, blah, blah, blah. So he knows how good I am. And plus, I think the fact that LFF doesn't have as many MMA fighters, I think that's what they're sort of underestimating, because yes, we don't have as many MMA fighters, but we've got guys that compete in jiu-jitsu regularly, we've got guys that compete in wrestling, we've got guys that compete in boxing, Muay Thai, you know? So I get everything I need, and there is a lot of guys coming in now, like MMA guys, like Jay, Rico, Ruben, a few others, you know? Harry wanted to come down, a lot of the ATM guys are coming down, and they're absorbing all that knowledge from like Jeremy and from Coach Silvio, you know?
I mentioned, you know, with Jeremy training over there. Is there any, obviously this, you might not know this, and this will probably be on their side of the things, but has Jeremy faced anything where, obviously it's difficult, he's your head coach, he's going to be training over there, and I believe that they've even, you know, if he's at the gym at the same time as Aaron, has there been any difficulty, you know, arranging their training?
To be honest, at first, Jeremy didn't even know who the guy was, you know? I don't think he used to train a lot in the morning with the pros and stuff, but Jeremy saw him recently actually, after all of this started, and Jeremy actually went up to him and said like, you know who I am, right? And he said like, I know who you are, no problem, blah blah blah, you know, and you know, I'm fighting you, I'm not fighting, I'm fighting Stelios, I'm not fighting you, and all of this stuff. And from what Jeremy said, he looked a bit like, you know, not really serious, you know, he's just like trying to joke around and stuff, but the lines had been crossed, you know. It's not good, you know, certain things that happen. And also like there was this incident with one of my posts where I posted him getting knocked out with a funny little Kevin Hart thing, whatever, and my wife actually commented on the bottom, and then he's commenting there and he's trying to argue with my wife and stuff. So you're trying to argue with a woman now, you know? He's saying, you know, I hope you're there when I knock out Stelios, blah blah blah. Man, I don't know, this guy's saying that he's going to smoke me. The only thing he's smoking is bad crack, man, or something, you know? Or smoking some bad weed, he has to get some new weed deal or something, man. So he doesn't know what he's saying, man.
Mate, thank you for your time.
Lastly, can I just give a little shout out? Can I give a little shout out to my two sponsors, Oracle Security, which I work for as well. Top team, you know, they do everything from doors to every sort of like aspect of security, you know, very professional. And then my new sponsor, My Fight Fitness, it's run by two awesome guys. One of them is a very good friend of mine. It's boot camps. They're based in Hartford and Essex. I've been sharing a bit of their stuff around, but now I'm going to share even more. And they work alongside Reflex Nutrition. They get like a big discount from them, and they're sorting out all the supplements from me and stuff. And just a big shout out and check them out. You know, you're not going to be disappointed, and I'm coming for you, boy.
Thanks for your time, Stelios.
Thank you.